The transfer movements of Tottenham continue to be one of the most discussed topics among fans, especially regarding Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace. The player's name has been consistently linked with Spurs, and the London club's desire to secure the attacking midfielder seems to be getting closer to becoming a reality. However, recent events suggest that, despite the speculation, Eberechi Eze remains fully committed to his current club, at least for the time being. See the details in this video. But before we proceed with the news, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all Tottenham transfer activities. Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner was clear in stating, after the goalless draw against Chelsea, that Eberechi Eze's future at Palace is still uncertain, but he remains dedicated to the club. In an interview with Sky Sports, Glasner emphasized that there was no reason to leave Eberechi Eze out of the match against the Blues, despite the ongoing discussions about a possible move to Tottenham. The coach also added, "He was chosen because he is a player for Crystal Palace, and he is a very good player for Crystal Palace. There was no reason not to choose him. It's impossible to play at Chelsea if everyone is not 100% committed." For Glasner, Eberechi Eze's commitment to Palace is unquestionable. Glasner also confirmed that Eberechi Eze will play next Thursday when Crystal Palace faces Fredrikstad in the Conference League, which could be one of the player's last appearances for the club if the transfer goes through. The anticipation regarding Eberechi Eze's future at Tottenham grows with each passing day, especially after new information was revealed by Ben Jacobs, a journalist for TalkSport. According to Jacobs, Eberechi Eze has reportedly told his England teammates that he is eager for his transfer to Spurs to be finalised. Tottenham, in turn, is said to be negotiating around £60 million for the 28-year-old, whose £68 million release clause recently expired. The opportunity to play in the Champions League and continue his career in London are factors that make this transfer even more attractive for Eberechi Eze, as revealed by the player himself, who has also shown growing determination to join Tottenham. Despite the positive developments from the player's side, the deal is still not finalised. Glasner's stance makes it clear that, for now, Eberechi Eze remains an important part of the Crystal Palace squad. During the game against Chelsea, Eberechi Eze had a goal disallowed, but that did not stop his performance from being praised. Even with the possibility of an imminent departure, the midfielder showed determination, and his performance reflected this. The Palace coach also made it clear that Eberechi Eze is expected to continue participating in the team's matches, at least until the upcoming important game against Fredrikstad, where the player is expected to start. However, the progression of this transfer is not straightforward, as Crystal Palace does not seem willing to let go of its key player without a satisfactory deal. The club wants to ensure a good financial return from Eberechi Eze's sale, and Tottenham, despite being highly interested, will need to negotiate with Palace to finalise an agreement. Meanwhile, Tottenham fans remain eagerly waiting, imagining how adding Eberechi Eze to the squad could further strengthen the team, which has started the season promisingly under Thomas Frank. Tottenham, on previous occasions, has found itself in similar situations, with negotiations that seemed close to a positive conclusion but ultimately fell through at the last minute. The case of Morgan Gibbs-White, who was widely linked with Tottenham before transferring to Nottingham Forest, serves as a warning. At that time, fans' expectations were high, and the club seemed determined to finalise the deal, but bureaucracy in the negotiations ended up allowing the player to slip away. Now, with Eberechi Eze, the situation could repeat itself, especially when we consider the competition from Arsenal. The £60 million offer from Tottenham may still not be enough to secure the transfer, especially when considering that Palace paid £19.5 million for Eberechi Eze just a few years ago. The fact that the player is already being selected by coach Oliver Glasner, even with the transfer situation still unresolved, reinforces the idea that Crystal Palace intends to get the best deal possible. Furthermore, time is becoming a crucial factor. As negotiations drag on, Tottenham may start to lose focus, as has happened in the past, and even Eberechi Eze himself may change his mind or decide to pursue a different destination if the talks with Spurs or Palace do not progress quickly. Arsenal, which has shown interest, could become a real threat if the player feels that a move to the Emirates would also be an attractive option. As Tottenham fans eagerly await the outcome of this negotiation, past experience serves as a lesson. The club must act with caution but also with determination to avoid the interest from Arsenal or other external factors complicating a transfer that seems relatively simple and well underway. But what do you think? Tottenham fans, are you confident in the possibility of Eberechi Eze joining Spurs? Do you also agree that Daniel Levy should speed up the terms to avoid what happened with Gibbs White? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on this and other possible Tottenham signings in the transfer window. See you in the next video. Come on, you Spurs!